For years, I avoided mirrors, not because of how I looked, but because how I saw myself in my own eyes. I knew I wasn't living up to my potential. Time and time again, with trial and error, I found what works, and I'm gonna give you all the sauce to change your life forever in this one video. You've just been sabotaging yourself through your actions and habits, and we have to change that right now. Everything from the food you eat to the way you stand is broadcasting low status signals that override anything you say or do, and it's happening completely outside your conscious control. Step 1. You need to get lean. First, you need to make a clear decision whether you're going to bulk or cut. And most guys stay in this frustrating middle ground, just basically spinning their wheels for years with no visible results. First, you're going to want to find your maintenance calories. So if you're moderately active, you're going to multiply your weight in pounds times 14 to 15. And if you're very active, your weight in pounds times 16 to 17. Start with a moderate deficit of 300 to 500 calories below maintenance. And what you want to be eating, you want to prioritize protein sources such as lean meats, eggs, fish, and you want to have your highest carb meals around workouts for best pumps and energy. Also, utilize intermittent fasting if it helps you control hunger, and you want to be drinking a minimum 1 gallon of water daily, and implement carb cycling. So that is when you eat higher carbs on the days you train and lower on your rest days. And also, completely eliminate liquid calories. 2 silent killers that are destroying your transformation that nobody wants to address, and that's seed oils and sugary sauces. These aren't just slowing your progress, they're actively working against you at a cellular level. Seed oils like canola, soybean, and vegetable oils create chronic inflammation in your body. This inflammation doesn't just affect your health, it literally puffs up your face, blurs your jawline, and makes you look softer and less defined, and also slows down recovery. Oils you should be cooking with grass-fed butter, ghee, or beef tallow. These actually support your testosterone production and reduce inflammation, and ultimately the less inflammation the better, because your body will be primed for recovery, and the more you recover, ultimately the more you will grow. And instead of these sugary sauces, you should be using mustard, hot sauce with no added sugar, or make your own with apple cider vinegar and other spices. % cut out soy and flaxseed, because soy contains compounds called phytoestrogens, and that's plant-based estrogens that mimic female hormones in your body. And when you consume soy milk, tofu, or those quote-unquote healthy protein bars loaded with soy protein isolate, you're flooding your system with estrogen-like compounds. And flaxseed is even worse. It contains lignans, and they have the highest concentration of phytoestrogens found in any other food. 1 tablespoon of ground flaxseed has the estrogenic activity equivalent to taking a birth control pill. Men who consume soy regularly have 15% lower testosterone levels and higher estrogen. That means less muscle growth, more fat storage, decreased libido, and that soft, undefined look that kills your presence in any room. If it comes in packaging with a long ingredient list, it's probably not real food. You're gonna want to eat organic fruits, because conventional ones are sprayed with hormone disrupting chemicals that make you look soft. You want to make sure you're getting, for sure, 8 to 10,000 steps per day, and I recommend to start with 2 to 3 sessions of low intensity steady state weekly cardio, and that's 30 to 45 minutes, and then also add 1 to 2 HIIT sessions, which are 10 to 15 minutes for a metabolic boost. And then you're going to want to be gradually increasing based on your fat loss plateaus. With this being said, you need to make sure your testosterone is being optimized, because your testosterone affects literally everything: your energy, your confidence, how you build muscle, your mood, and most guys are unknowingly killing it every single day. First thing you do when you wake up, you need to get outside and walk for 20 to 30 minutes and let the light hit your eyes. This starts your circadian rhythm and boosts your vitamin D. Speaking of vitamin D, you need to be getting an hour in the sun every single day, and that's equivalent to 40,000 IUs, and that's best for maximizing your testosterone. And you also need to be getting 8 to 9 hours of sleep in a dark, cool room, because your testosterone is made while you sleep and also where you recover and build muscle. Speaking of building muscle, you're going to need to be lifting heavy weights, so that's heavy compound movements like squats, deadlifts, and bench press, and that will directly improve your testosterone. And you also need to be eating right, like we already talked about, and also find ways to manage stress. You can't stay stressed all the time, so whether that be supplement or just removing yourself from toxic situations. You can take for stress or ashwagandha, magnesium, and some things that will automatically kill your testosterone is no sunlight all day, bad sleep, too much screen time, no exercise, junk food, and chronic stress.
You gotta have the mentality to show up every fucking day of your life, no matter what life throws at you. It's our responsibility to show up to the Coliseum of life, prepared for fucking battle. I don't care what you're going through, what life's throwing at you. It's your responsibility to find your new 100%. Take it upon yourself to do that. Stay hard.
Day 1, chest and triceps. You have incline barbell press, 4 sets of 6 to 8 reps. You really want to focus on controlling the descent and pausing at the chest. Feel the stretch in the upper pecs during the eccentric phase. And then we have incline dumbbell flies, 3 sets, 10 to 12 reps. You want to visualize like you're hugging a tree and completely feeling the stretch. You want to control the weight and don't let momentum take over. Now we have cable crossovers, and that's 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps. You want to step forward, squeeze your pecs together, and hold contraction for 2 seconds with each rep. Then we have dips, and that's 3 sets, 10 to 15 reps. You want to lean forward slightly, feel your lower chest stretch, and control the movement. Don't bounce at all. Then we have triceps, and that's cable tricep pushdown, 3 sets with 12 to 15 reps. Squeeze and hold at the bottom for 2 seconds and control your return to start. 2, back and biceps. First, we're starting with deadlifts, and that's 4 sets, 5 to 6 reps. You want to really focus on lat engagement in your traps. Slow and control the eccentric 4 seconds down, and then we have pull-ups, and that's 4 sets, 8 to 10 reps. Imagine pulling your elbows back to your pockets. Squeeze your shoulder blades together at the top. Then we have T-bar rows, and that's 3 sets, 10 to 12 reps. You want to keep your chest up and visualize squeezing mid-traps with the 3-second negative. We have biceps, and for biceps we're doing barbell curls, and that's 4 sets, 8 to 10 reps. No swinging. You want to feel your bicep stretch at the bottom with a 3-second eccentric and squeeze at the top. Then we have hammer curls, and that's 3 sets, 10 to 12 reps with a neutral grip, and you want to control the movement throughout. Then we have cable curls, and that's 3 sets, 12 to 15 reps with constant tension, squeeze and hold, and you want to visualize your bicep peak contraction. Rest, and then day 4 is shoulders and abs, and we're starting with the overhead press with 4 sets, 6 to 8 reps. You want to drive through your heels, squeezing your core, and you want to feel your delts working. Then we have dumbbell lateral raises, and that's 4 sets with 10 to 12 reps. You want to lead with your pinkies and control the eccentric. You want to feel the burn in your side delts. Then we have rear delt flies, and that's 4 sets, 12 to 15 reps. You want to squeeze your shoulder blades and focus on rear delt. We have abs, and we're going to start with Russian twist, and I recommend using a plate going left to right, really squeezing your core and make sure you're not moving your legs at all. And then you have hanging leg raises. You want to find a squat rack, hold up, think like you're about to do a pull-up, and really squeeze your back and squeeze your abs at the same time, and then bring your legs up to your chest. We have day 5, legs. First, we're going to start with back squats, and that's 4 sets, 6 to 8 reps. You want a slow descent, and you really want to feel your quads stretch. Press 4 sets, 12 to 15 reps, full range of motion. Squeeze your quads at the top and a 3-second eccentric. And then we have incline dumbbell RDL, and that's 4 sets, 8 to 10 reps. Feel the stretch in the hamstring and squeeze your glutes. Looking good means nothing if you can't present yourself, because people judge you in the first 7 seconds before you even speak, and they've already decided if you're confident, weak, a leader, or a follower. Good body language gets you more respect from others, better treatment at work. People will actually listen when you speak, and you'll feel more confident. Good body language is shoulders back and down, chest out, head level, chin parallel to the ground, and your feet shoulder width apart. Eye contact. Most guys either stare or look at the ground, and both are wrong. You need to look at people when they're talking to you. When you look away, look to the side, not down, and don't stare. Eye contact shows you're listening and that you're not intimidated, like you know where you're going. Move slowly and deliberately. Take up space. Use arm rests. Don't shrink. No fidgeting or nervous habits. Confident people move with purpose. Speak from your chest, not your throat. Talk slower than you think you should. Lower pitch sounds way more confident, and then pause before you speak. You need to believe you belong in every room you enter. You don't need anyone's approval, and you're not trying to impress anyone. When you believe you belong, your body language changes automatically. Believing you're the man will get you further than being insecure. Crazy truth is that some of your closest people to you don't even want you to win. Your friend who makes jokes when you start working out, he's just jealous. Your family member who says your goals are unrealistic, they give up on theirs. Your buddy who always tries to get you to skip the gym, he doesn't want you getting ahead of him. They're not happy for your success, they're threatened by it. Anyone holding you back needs to go. I don't care who they are. Friend since childhood, gone. Family member, limited contact. Girlfriend who doesn't support you, next. Your goals are bigger than their feelings. You'd rather have 3 ride or die friends than 100 fake ones. Once you start winning, watch who gets weird. Watch who stops hitting you up. Watch who makes negative comments, and watch who tries to bring up your past failures. These people were never really for you. Success is lonely. You're just gonna have to accept that. But listen, I believe in you. I believe that you can hit your goals, and I believe that you can become who you want to be. I believe you have what it takes, but you have to believe too, and you have to protect that belief from people trying to kill it. You have to stop worrying about the results and focus on the inputs. If you focus on putting in the inputs every single day, I promise you, you're gonna get the outputs that you want. Every time you do something, you need to ask yourself, how is this benefiting me, or am I helping someone else? Because if not, you're literally just wasting your time. It won't be easy, and you won't always feel motivated. If you go based on feelings, you won't be anything. Feelings tell you to stay in bed. Feelings will tell you to skip the gym, and feelings will tell you to quit when it gets hard. Successful people ignore their feelings and do the work anyway. Whether you win or lose, people only see results, so why do you care how you feel?